Alright, we are back. Gonna look for some more dyes here. Yeah, we gotta find another orange. This 40 silver. What I thought was gonna be a nasty orange brown is actually like a maroon. Brown maroon mix. I don't think the colors on my monitor are off that much, but take them, dude. I don't know how close he is to using them. These things are fucking broken in tier 1. Everyone should have them. They legit might be broken. They're bolstering them to plus 300 armor. Here, have some broken pots, bro. But I have level 10 intelligence. Alright, hopefully I remember to cut that first part out. The first, like, 30 seconds is always really boring. And, we're at middle. It looks like they got here first. Which is not uncommon for one team to get there way before the other one. Fucking Rustfang taking crazy damage still. I think he has no armor. Tank with no armor on is, basically a bad melee DPS. Like, he might have more toughness than this Witch Elf, but he probably has less armor. Maybe a few more hit points. Oh, fuck, sorry, Albania. No idea where you are. I mean, they got this boner for Rustfang, so we may as well just keep healing him. They're not... Oh, here he comes. Second I talk. Give him the old detaunt. He's useless. Is this a fucking knight or a swordmaster? Yeah. No threat. See, I wish this Blackguard would fucking go over and cap the flag, though. No, that guy's blocking the cap, so... There we go. We would have probably had it a little sooner if he just let him beat on me, but I mean, it's instinctual to run back and try and help, but... A detaunted Slayer and a Swordmaster ain't gonna do shit to a tier 1 healer that detaunts. Well, I guess a detaunted Slayer would have to be detaunted. You know what I mean. Trying to break line of sight. Probably wants the stealth. We ain't gonna let that happen. Oh, fuck. See, the dot doesn't enter. Oh, I can see him. He's probably pissed. Melee kill? No. Oh, maybe. I don't know. That's a proc from the dock, but I don't know if it's a proc off my staff or that beam. Rust just needs to hit level 7 and go grab that fucking white armor. Slot some strength, toughness, initiative, pretty much anything you can slot on a tank. If you want to do damage, you should probably go strength, but you can slot any of that other shit on a tank and you'll be beastie as far as hard to kill. Which was a fantastic Steven Seagal movie if you haven't seen it. Alright, so they're back capping. I mean, they're in that mode. When they get to the point where they have to back cap instead of fight you, it's pretty much just clean up, run around. You have it all in control. Maybe 1 out of 10 times the team that back caps all the time can win because you're not paying attention. You don't go back and help. But if you don't get kills, even if you hold the flags, if you don't get kills, it's very hard to win. So if your team's just simply not getting kills, and all you do is back cap, you're not gonna win. You have to back cap and like snag a spawn kill or something. You know, someone unsuspecting that runs up there by the first flag. You also don't want to be that guy that just ran in and just fucking got obliterated. I mean, you're just feeding us points. I've said it before, and I'll say it 1,000 times. The number one reason these scenarios fall apart for the losing team is because they don't fucking regroup. They like right now they got like 6 here. We got fucking 10 people though. So this is not a fair. It was never an equal fight. We were already a stronger team. And I mean, that guy's got to be fucking naked. He dies so goddamn fast. But it's never a fair fight in the first place. That's why you lost. So if you run in 6 versus 10, you're not gonna magically do better unless you change your entire targeting strategy, which doesn't look like they have. Or you know what? That guy fucking leveled. That's why. It says he's level 6 in my group, but when I clicked him, he was level 7. So he lost his hit points because of the bolster bug. And he's naked. So now he's extra squishy. So he's like a witch elf with no abilities, uh, in disguise as an orc. So you can dot guys from up here, add a little damage. If I dot 4 guys, it's probably about, I don't know, 1200 damage that it's going to tick for. You know, if I added it all together, which is half a player in tier 1. So if you can dot 4 guys and none of them get a hot, you just fucking contributed to half a player kill without doing anything. I love just fucking tanking guys like this. It's so satisfying. It's harder later on. I mean, it's harder and it's easier, right? Because I get like runaway and knockback and maybe puddle, toughness hot, whatever. But they also get like knockdown and fucking more dots and shit, heal debuffs. So I would say that they come out ahead later on as far as their abilities versus mine. Still fucking hard to kill later, but in tier 1, I'm literally impossible to kill from a single class. There's nothing that can kill me in one-on-one. Other group's getting smacked. That fucking zealot ain't doing his job. Well, I got that hot up, I think, but he got hit. So we got 4 healers here that can res. I feel like I'm the only one fucking doing it. Resing, timely, and single-handedly change a fight. Very close fight if it takes him a long time to kill somebody, and you can res that person immediately after they die, and they don't do something similar, you will eventually win. I mean, so if you probably want to have the most impact in PvP that you can possibly have, and you're a decent player, I mean, you should probably be playing a healer. It's far more complicated than fucking DPSing people and assisting on squishy targets. I mean, arguably the other stuff could be more fun, but healing's a great time anyways. It's almost like a different game, healing versus DPSing. But your impact factor is like same player, good healer versus good DPS is probably twice the impact in the game. I figured it was this engineer that was shooting me from up there, so I hit him with the detaunt. That's kind of a guess when you do that. I mean, you don't want to detaunt someone that's not attacking you and then not have it up for the guy that is, but you'll recognize the abilities hitting you. He's gotta be naked, right? I wonder where this guy is. I hope at level 7 he has the white armor. I was naked till level 7 too. It's just tougher on a tank because you're supposed to have like high armor and toughness and all that shit. Alright, we'll see what pops and then... Oh, I turned it in. I was gonna say, maybe I won't turn him in so I don't level in the scenario. Alright, we'll help this guy out. We'll get him shoulders, chest, gloves, boots. I don't think I can give him the rings. I think they're bind on equip. Or bind on pickup. What are the green strengths called? Contender? Fucking Destro taking us to the bank for those things. Fortitude ain't bad. He doesn't need weapon skill. I mean, really, he should just go armor like everyone else. See, I get more... If he has a level 7 chest, it's gonna have far more base armor than what my level 7 chest does. Which is why when I slot armor in it, the percentage increase that chest piece has is far greater than what a tank would have. Alright, where'd he go? Did he get an SC? He must have got in one. No, he went to Northern. I would have given money. Alright, I feel bad. Maybe he'll live a little longer. There's an ability where you get really big and you like walk slower. I thought that's what he was talking about. I'm like, you're not gonna get that shit for a long time, buddy. I think it's like 13 up on the left tree. It makes your Black Orc into a fucking massive giant. Alright, once again, we're late to middle. Hopefully I can go back and cut out the boring part at the beginning of the scenario. I don't know how much I'll cut out. I was trying to help this Black Orc out. He seems like he's a new player. 5 gold can go a long ways for a new guy. And some armor and talismans and shit. I just want him to be easier to heal, to be honest. If I pay 5 gold and he's easier to heal, I'm gonna win more. So fuck it. I'll give anyone 5 gold if I'm gonna play 5, 10 scenarios with them, and it makes them harder to kill and easier to heal. Money is endless in this game, if you know where to get it. I just don't have a lot on my dudes at any one moment. Fucking A. I was so close to getting with the bubble. I think my heals were getting blocked by line of sight from the flag, maybe? I mean, he's fucking right there. Stabilized him with the bubble, got him some heals. He also has a bubble proc, hopefully, that he's using and not focused offense. You can absorb a lot of damage on Empire Chaos classes. Where the fuck did that guy just go? Oh, that's happened to me before in this scenario. If you're at the flag, you can fall through the fucking world. You land down below the gate, like in the wall, and then you can run out. I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense. But I don't remember taking damage when I fell through. Maybe I did. He's dying much slower now. I really hope he has that armor. And if he slotted those strength talismans, he probably can kill people. This fucking Albania guy takes damage. He could use a guard, but there's no tanks. And I don't think that Todd guy is guarding anybody. Because it'll be like a little blue shield on my enemy group window if he's guarding. Alright, Rust is feeling invincible now. Yeah, he put some of it on. You get the shoulders. probably doubled his armor value with the chest and shoulders. Didn't slot him though. Alright, once again we are in complete control of this scenario. Sucks to be order, I guess. We got good number of DPS, couple tanks, 3 strong heals. I mean, Order's been joining some of these with literally 0 healers. And, someone's got to fucking roll one, right? I mean, on destruction, on destruction, I've rolled like probably 15 tier 1 healers, so, you know, gives tier 1 Destro some wins, some confidence going into tier 2, where the abilities of the other side become more powerful. But fuck, if you're sick of losing on Order, roll a fucking healer. They're all good. We might do a couple. Maybe I'll roll. I haven't played Order in a long time. Maybe I'll do some Order videos too. Some like a knight and like a witch hunter. Fucking, I don't really want to play an archmage. Maybe a warrior priest, white lion. I'll do a couple because there's certainly people over there that know what they're doing, but there's a lot that don't. And they could probably just use a fucking healer, to be honest. As long as it's not overwhelming, it's kind of fun to be like a solo healer. Like if your team has armor on and you can kind of keep people up, Solo healing 10 people is actually kind of fun. Now, if they all melt because they die before your hots do anything, it's fucking miserable, but let's see what we did. Yeah, he's fucking doing quite a bit of damage now. And every time he does damage, he can heal people. A Swordmaster or Black Orc in Tier 1 can actually top heal sometimes if they can stay alive and proc that heal. It heals their group for quite a bit. I mean, they can get like over 1,000 total healing to the group. I do have these shoulders. I gotta see if there's a chosen those in there, if he has shoulders or not. Alright, we'll cut it probably here and jump ahead to the next scenario unless something fun happens in between. Alright, we can go see what the cluster fucking dwarf tier 1 is. This must have came out of a kill in this scenario. I just have auto roll on greens. I just wanted to claim my reward. So you can get lucky in this game and find a purple dye, purple rarity that is, sell it. It's worth like 4 gold. You find blue dyes, they're worth 2 gold. Just sell them. Don't keep them on your guy and think you're going to do something later. Later, when you want to do it, you will have the money to buy whatever dye you want. And you won't struggle all the way to 40 with no helm. You won't be level 15 with no helm or no talismans. So any early dyes you get, just fucking vendor them. Some of those blue ones, you might be able to sell them for more than 2 gold to the vendor. So some of these blue ones, like enchanted blue, ain't worth shit apparently. Blazing orange, you might be able to get 2.5, but you're gonna pay. Say you list that blazing orange for 296, you're gonna pay 29 silver and 60 copper to list it, and then you're gonna wait around a couple days to see if it sells. You might want to check on green dyes. I mean, you might want to check before you sell any of them, but the purple ones definitely don't sell for shit. They're so common. I got chosen shoulders that guy don't need. I got black arc shoulders. We don't have one in here yet. Those healers, I mean, they could use the jewelry if they have nothing, because at least it has resist on it. He's got double swords. He probably doesn't want willpower. Alright, this one started a little slow. Cut out all that shit. Guy died before I could even do anything. 2 guys died before I could do anything. Maybe I should quit talking. What I can res. I don't know if the middle flag's capable right away. They changed some of these scenarios so that even if you get to the flag first, you can't just fucking auto cap it. But we seem to be slow to the flags today, and the middle flags. The flags give me fucking line of sight. So you gotta make sure you got like a left or right side view, so you're not getting line of sighted by that damn flag. I mean, it's skinny, but the actual model it's blocking my line of sight must be pretty big. I think that happened in the last scenario too. So it looks like my team keeps line of sight me on that flag, which is making healing a little bit more difficult than it should be. It's alright though, we seem to be pushing them back now. Alright, so that guy's trying to cap it. Oh, he's getting hit by that Iron Breaker coming in to stop the cap. Delayed the inevitable. I mean, it's kind of like, there's no point to that as the Iron Breaker. What you should do is be yelling at your fucking team to regroup and then go to the next flag and try and get us in another 10 on 10 fight and try and win the next 10 on 10. But instead, he suicides in. Now, best case scenario, they get a 9 on 10. They got more guys dying here. There's no order to the order. So could they win? I mean, yeah, if they tried again, but at this point, it's like 10 on 2 the rest of the way. That's why most of the teams lose scenarios. It's not because they, like, are that much worse. They lose one fight and they fall apart. They really don't get any experience like regrouping and fighting head to head until City after that. And even then, people give up and then just start fucking YOLO solo. Fight 1 on 24. I mean, there are unwinnable scenarios where, like, the other team's so damn strong you'll never win, whether it's 10 on 10 or 10 on 2. Some people just don't give a shit, but here's that. I think this is the one that stopped the cap before. So he stopped the cap, then came here. He's basically fighting solo. I mean, we got 2 on 1 here, 3 on 1. So he was capping it, and I used my beam to interrupt his cap. The dot won't always do it. It'll do it on the first tick, but it's not going to do it after that, and you're going to have to wait for that first tick. Now we just hold this and wait till their team trickles in, push to the next one. Hopefully, I mean, I guess worst case scenario, our team doesn't come over here, and then they die one at a time. And we get into like a 3 on 10 the opposite direction at the last flag. But I don't think that'll happen. No one's coming this way. Our team's finally starting to trickle this way a little bit. You get caught up fighting guys and you don't realize the flag flips and you like push the rest of your team pushed ahead and you're like pushing at their spawn trying to clean up kills. Sometimes you gotta bail on a kill just to stick with the group. Like this guy should have, he stopped. I don't know why he didn't just continue running up to us. Give him the quick res. Oh, did he fucking release? Yeah, he did. Jesus Christ. Jamie, he's way the fuck back there. We already capped that flag, buddy. Get fucking pushing up with the rest of us. Todd must have armor on because he's pretty hard to kill. Now, if we lose people and then they release and they're gonna get back to this next fight slower than their team will, because this next fight's at their fucking spawn. So slight chance they make a comeback here, very unlikely. But like I said before, they could change their entire strategy of who they're targeting. They're very unlikely to be on voice together, even pre-mades. Like looking for group pre-mades probably aren't on voice together. But they would need some strong coordination to say, hey, we're gonna kill that fucking doc, and then we're gonna kill that shaman, and then the other doc. And they could possibly make a comeback. They seem to have damage. So you get more of that in City later, because City's far more organized. Up until then, you're basically practicing playing with no communication. Even if you slam scenario chat with, like, get the fuck to the next flag, the likelihood people actually read it and do it, it's like 50%. Fuck, they get offended half the time when you're telling them how the scenario works. So he must have released as well. Yep. Fucking people are so quick on that release button, and I'm as guilty as anyone on that. So sometimes it's just random chance whether the res hits them before they actually release the spawn, because they hit it immediately upon dying. We're gonna ride back. Oh, that's kind of unwinnable at the last flag at the moment. They're outnumbering us. I think we got like 4 or 5 people. 3 of them are dead. And their entire group's coming, so whoever runs back gets to live. Let's see. Nope. Try and res him. Oh, I'm gonna get fucking swarmed. I gotta run. So I just attracted a big group of them towards me, trying to get that res off. See how many commit. Some fucking throwing daggers hit me. White line. Alright, he went all the way in to the back line trying to get to me. He should die quick here if they turn and kill him. Oh, we got more. Alright, so I'm now the tank of the group. Pot up. I want one of these DPS up to help kill these guys on me. D-taunt. The main DPS I need. Oh, some fucking training right through him. Don't stop moving. You're easier to hit if you stop. Alright, some of the boys are showing back up in the spawn that released earlier. I gotta heal myself, but I also gotta remember to try and get a couple heals off on the rest of them. Especially the DPS. We lose them, we fucking lose. Alright, that guy gave up. He said fuck this shit, and he went to do something else, but it was probably the most effective thing to keep beating on me, oddly enough. Because now I'm free to heal. And I kept moving there. I did stop to res somebody in the middle of it, but as you keep moving around, they usually get tired of chasing you. We're cleaning them up here. That was a fun little skirmish. Took a little heat when I had a couple of them on me running through everybody. That Bright Wizard could have turned and started nuking me too. That would have been bad news because I had the deton on the White Lion, but he was committed to someone else. You really need 3-4 DPS to target you at a time to take you out as a tier 1 healer. Maybe 2 Witch Hunters that are geared out could do it too, but you need focused DPS to spike you down. When I realized how much damage that White Lion and that other guy could do, I knew when I had to heal myself, when I could hot other people in the middle of it. They need to make it so all I do is heal myself and run. But that was a nice little regroup we did after we died at their first flag. Some of those guys maybe shouldn't have released. We wouldn't have had that problem, but that one guy just killed like literally everyone. I don't know if you saw that. I think he had like 17 kills there, and maybe we'll do a Marauder down the road here too. I've got 3 level 40 Marauders, so I'm not really enthused on rolling another one. I think I do have like a level 12 or 13 one. Maybe we'll just play him starting out at that level and do quick like 12 to 16 or 13 to 16 little clips, doing some PvP and scenarios. You can see what kind of damage he can do. Once I get this guy to 16, I literally have 4 or 5 other Shaman that are in the tier 2, at least 5, I think. That all have the gear and everything. No need to keep doing it until they ding out to 40, and then I'll just play this guy to replace him. I'll cut all that bullshit out. I wasn't queued. We will cut ahead to when this just popped and take the scenario from here. I just gotta figure out my potions. Alright. Get back inside the gate here before I take it. And sometimes they can, you'll spawn back in outside there, and they can get pretty goddamn close to the gate there. Wouldn't want to like AFK at the end of a scenario, come out of it, stand outside the war camp, get fucking killed while I'm off getting a drink or something. That would be shameful. I'd have to delete this character. Alright, we're gonna cut out probably the first 30-40 seconds of this while we get to the fight. Alright, we're going low today. We didn't go up to that top flag. We'll let someone else take it. We actually got here first. I think that might be the first time out of the last 3 or so that we got here first. Now that Rust is harder to kill, he just runs straight there, which is what we want him to do. Boog is just getting blasted. Here comes the guy who wants to kill me. Nope. He might know that I'm unkillable. He said, fuck that. He went for the Zealot. Oh, here we go. See, he should have teamed up with this guy, and he should have seen that this guy was about to fucking jump me. So why they don't do it as a pair, I have no idea. But this guy is almost no threat. I'll just fucking DPS him. And then I'll detaunt. And I don't think my dot will break the detaunt if I apply it first. Boog's going down. Fuck. Alright, we can res him. Maybe I'll help kill this guy. Demon Lash, buddy. Gassing a pet or something. Tell you what, you get rezzed on a Magus or Engineer like that, just fucking start spamming Demon Lash or Blunderbuss. Don't waste time getting your fucking pet out and casting knots. Just start going ham at, with your AoE. Because you're gonna be rezzed in this shit, probably. Alright, get some guys pushing up to the last flag. Sometimes they do that prematurely. It's really annoying as a healer. Looks like we got this one under control too, so we'll try and get some dots off. That healer down there. Just go straight on, fuck it. I mean, Rust is still taking damage, but he's also attracting a lot of people. And they might think from a previous scenario he's got way less armor than he does. Look at this, is like 3 or 4 on 10 here. This is not fun to be order. It's not fun when you're destruction and this is what's happening. I do think if your team sticks together, I mean, you'll lose back caps and shit, but you're almost impossible to kill because once the other team loses a fight, they just start fighting 1 on 10, 2 on 10, 3 on 10. And you can just roll back and forth between middle and first flag and just steamroll everything you see. It really they only have a chance when your team breaks up and gives them, 3 on 3 at the spawn or whatever. There's the Demon Lash. Oh, he put his pet on him and fucking ran away. Just summon at this flag. We get caught on shit. Sorry, Todd. I was trying to get up to him, and then he released. Hey, buddy. D-taunt, heal myself. And then you join in on the DPS here and try and snipe the kill. Sometimes I have auto roll on and fucking takes those items. I gotta look at the scenario list at the end to see who could possibly use the item I accidentally took. Alright, so they're doing the mistake here of running back. You gotta get on the flag like this and just fucking eat the damage. Don't run back under our thing. It's even better when you're a fucking Doc or a Warrior Priest with AoE detaunt in tier 2. You can take on like 5 people, 6 people, no problem. Because you got more armor. AoE detaunt turns 5 people into 2.5 damage-wise. You got more heal, more high. Alright, so it's just back to cleanup duty. I don't think we posted an L here in a while. We'll definitely put it up so you can see the misery that is a loss if we get one. I think my win rate when I'm playing tier 1 healer is probably north of 90%. That's if you throw out the bullshit wins and the bullshit losses. The ones where you join and it's like your team has 30 points and they get 470. I wouldn't count that as a loss. I also wouldn't count it as a win. But in a straight up match, I gotta be well north of 90% win rate. On a tier 1 healer at least. Tier 1 everything else is just subject to chance if you have a healer on your team. Like if you have no healer, you're gonna probably lose. You win like 1 out of 5 without a healer. You can have overwhelming DPS where it doesn't matter. And I bring my own heals in the form of pots, but It's probably like 90% win rate when I'm on a healer. Probably about 50 when I'm on tank, because you're just completely subject to the random chance of getting a healer. And I gotta be up there on a melee DPS too, because even without a healer, I can usually kill people. And you can change the tide of battle real quick if you take out their only healer, or maybe their only two healers. Well, that was a quick one. And then we'll hopefully jump ahead here to the next one, and I think we're close to dinging. Yeah, we're at like 60%, 70%, so we'll cut it and jump ahead to the next scenario. All right, no insta pop. I'm going to actually take a quick break, and we'll just continue this in the next episode. Thanks.